Hey everyone, this is Mav and this is Mav Magic, and on this channel I try and help people find their truth and find their magic. I like to make content about my non-binary transition and spirituality and just my life, and so if that sounds interesting to you, go ahead and get subscribed to my channel. Great. So today I'm just gonna give you all an update on how I'm doing, how healing is going, and I also want to talk to you about my hair in general. So let's get into this fun stuff. So I am officially 5 weeks and a couple of days, I don't remember, post-op from top surgery, and I am feeling incredible, like so incredible. I couldn't even imagine what this would have been like, but here I am living this reality and it is amazing. So I just am very, very happy about everything. I guess I'll give you guys a little peek of my chest. I love wearing shirts open like this. It just feels so good. You can kind of see my nipples are still like pretty pink and stuff, but pigmentation happens over time. And I still have some swelling and puffiness, and that's all normal. And I'm just gonna give it as much time as possible to heal. And yeah, I'm just feeling really great. So I just had my 5-week post-op appointment, and I got cleared to raise my arms up over my head, which is so cool. I still feel quite a bit of tension and tightness around where my incisions are, but it just feels so incredible to be able to move freely, and I love to do yoga, and so I've been able to get back into that, and it just feels so incredibly amazing. I also just started going to the gym more often and trying to build up some of the muscle in my chest, just because I feel like that just helps my will help the natural result to be most ideal, I guess, for what I am looking for in terms of my goals for my body. So that's kind of where I'm at, and I'm feeling like really, really good, really comfortable in my skin. Putting clothes on is just so easy these days, and I don't have to think as hard about what I'm wearing or if my binder is going to be showing through what I'm wearing. I don't have to think about I don't think about my body as much as I used to. I just like live life, and that is exactly why I got the surgery, just that I could live. And so I am just beyond incredibly blessed to have just such an incredible experience. So shout out to Dr. Liebman and his team. Dr. Jared Liebman did my surgery. I'm pretty excited, and everything is going really great. I also wanted to talk about my hair. I'm just gonna talk a little bit about my journey. And hair is a really important thing to me as a Black person. My hair is beautiful and so incredible, and I have had to go through quite a bit to actually get to a place where I'm at right now, where I feel like really comfortable with my hair and like proud of my hair. So I just want to talk about that a little bit and hopefully hear some of your experiences as well. And yeah, because there's other stuff like gender in terms of like the length of my hair and things like that, but I'll get onto all that as I'm chatting. I have had a pretty tough relationship with my hair, and have always really believed that it was like unmanageable, and especially like in its natural state. I thought that it was like not cute just to have natural hair, especially when I was really young. I grew up around a lot of like PWIs, so primarily or predominantly white institutions. Like the school that I went to was predominantly white. The church that I went to spent a lot of time at was predominantly white. So the beauty standards that I had were pretty specific to white folks. And so I thought that like for my hair to be nice was for it to like lay flat and for it to be straightened. And that was like when my hair was the most beautiful. When I was a teen, I started chemically straightening my hair. And that was a cool thing because I liked my hair being straight, but at the same time, it was so damaging for my hair. And after a couple of years, I had like clumps of hair that were like kind of falling out, and the ends of my hair were just like not looking good. And I remember I had pretty long hair and it got just shorter and shorter as I continued to chemically straighten it. So even though it really wasn't healthy to do to my hair, I just like kept doing it. I remember having cousins and things like that who would come to me, and if my roots hadn't been touched up with the perm, would say things like, "Oh, do not let your hair get like that again," just because it just that part of my hair was supposed to be hidden or changed in some way to be acceptable or beautiful, which is really sad. But so those ideas, like, and ideals for hair stuck with me for quite a long time. It wasn't until I was, I think, almost done with college, and I was with, yeah, I think I just met my wife, and we were, yeah, getting together. And I think when I was with her, I was researching more about natural hair and, keeping my hair natural and what that could do to my hair and all of that stuff. At the same time, I was also going through like really accepting my race, like myself as a Black person. So there's a whole bunch of stuff that's going on here, and maybe I'll talk more about like just my racial development or racial identity development, but that'll be like a whole other video. I ended up going online and finding what are called diva curl specialists. And so I saw this woman. She was a white woman who had curly hair, but she, like, for the first time taught me what it meant to like care for my curls, like my natural curls. And at that point, I had so much damaged hair and damaged ends. Hopefully I can find some pictures just to throw up here to show. And it'd also be kind of like a fun transition thing for you to see like how I used to look like before testosterone and stuff. And but that's a whole other thing. So that might be a fun side thing or side part of this video. But like, so my hair was really damaged, and I had to get a lot of it cut in order to really start to see my natural curls. And I kept some of my stringy damaged ends for such a long time because I just wanted my hair to feel longer. It did not look very cute, but I just wanted that for some reason. But after a while, I just started to see the beauty of my hair, and the curls started coming through so wonderfully, and I just started to learn what it meant to take care of my curls and embracing my curls. So for a couple of years, I was like curly natural, loose natural, and really got to have some fun playing around with my hair. And I had a full head of hair at the time, so I didn't have the sides of my head shaved. And so at the same time, as I was like getting closer to coming out as non-binary, which happened maybe a year or so after I started my natural hair journey, I also wanted to experience like just having shorter hair, and just using my hair as a way to just kind of express myself. I really love to have like long hair when I wear it down, and then like I can put it up and you just see the shortness of the sides of my head. I really appreciate this kind of versatility that my hair does right now. But obviously I'll chat about that a little bit more. So I shaved the sides of my head, which was also a really liberating thing for me to do. As someone who was raised female, or like gendered female in the world, like cutting my hair, especially as a Black person, just was frowned upon in my family. You like kept your hair long, and that just was the way that you did things. And so cutting my hair was kind of like frowned upon in my family. Like I didn't think that my parents were super happy about it, which stopped me for a little bit. I remember being really nervous to cut my hair, but so liberated after I did it. So that was kind of like the first drastic thing that I did to my head, was just shaving off the sides. So now I have this awesome undercut, and at the time I had obviously loose natural on the top. But moving forward, as I also just, started to come into my own, and I had an interest in getting dreadlocks in my hair when I was quite young, actually. But every time I mentioned it, like to my mom, it was frowned upon, like massively frowned upon. I remember the comments that my parents would make when they saw people with dreads, and not a lot of nice or kind things that they said. And I don't, well, I do understand why it is that way, but people have a lot of, there's stigma about what it means to have dreadlocks. And for me, like, it means a lot. Like, I love having dreadlocks. Like, I love wearing my hair in like a traditionally like black style, and it feels very, very empowering to me. So I'm just very excited the fact that I do have dreadlocks in my hair right now. But for a long time, it was something that I thought that was like frowned upon. And also, my wife like made comments before about like not really being interested in like dreads or like not really liking them. So there was a couple of things that stopped me from like getting dreads in my hair. But I remember one day I just didn't care anymore, and I just went up to her and I was like, I'm gonna lock my hair. I'm just gonna do it. And she was like, oh, okay. I'm not sure how that's gonna be, but now like she's obsessed with my hair. And yeah, I mean, I've fully embraced it as well. So talking a little bit about my dreadlocks, because they're going through their own process and journey as well. So I locked my hair in May. I did it myself. One thing, if you notice, I have braid locks right now. So I braided my hair and just kind of like let it lock up. And so this is going to be also like a cautionary tale against braid locks, because you can, if you look really closely, you can see the braid pattern in all of the locks. And like, look, I can like take them apart really easily. And this has been in my hair since May. And so these haven't really locked up properly. So as a side fun thing that I've been doing, you can kind of tell some of these ones I've unbraided them, and I have like locked them separately using a couple of tools. And then some of them I've like interlocked, which is just a style of locking up your hair. And so my hair is going through its own journey, its own process. And so I'm learning how to like take care of my head and make sure that my, dreads are laying flat and I look really great, and that they're locking up properly. So yeah, if any of you guys have tips about locks or like micro locks, or if you've had braid locks and they haven't worked out well, I'm so curious to hear about your experiences. Because it's been such a fun thing for me to just explore my hair and to see all the different things that it can do. And this is like where I'm at right now. And I am going to continue to lock up my hair and just see how long it gets, and whatever. I hear a lot about people talking about things like, once you have some dreads, you're like gonna eventually want to lock up your entire head or grow out the sides. But right now, I don't think that that's gonna be a thing for me. I love having short sides and being able to pull it up and have my hair, like I said, be able to do different things. And I feel like my hair is like a part of the way I express my gender. It's like non-binary hair. Like, it's not straight, it's not short, it's like more than one thing at the same time. So like it's fun. I love to just be able to express myself using my body, and this is a natural way that I get to do it. So now I'm just kind of rambling about my hair, and but yeah, so like it's been really, really cool to go on this journey with my hair and to just learn how to fall in love with this aspect of myself, and like falling in love with my blackness and embracing myself. And so, like I said, I'm super curious to hear some of your experiences about hair and gender and how those things have kind of played alongside each other. Awesome. So great. You can reach out to me on Instagram and Reddit at mavmagic. And I'll obviously put that information in the description box below. But I appreciate you all, and I hope that you have a great rest of your week. Okay, next time.